who writes for the Wrestling Observer. He's also with MMA Fighting. He mentioned that.
I like Dave. Yeah.
Yeah. So he mentioned that Brock has a new deal because if you follow wrestling, which I don't, but I've heard of the guy Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I know.
And it's supposed to be their big star.
He had
leukemia at 22, and he just got it again. So it came out of remission.
That's horrible.
Yeah, and they were betting on him to be that new star. That's why Brock lost to him. But now, since he's fighting leukemia once again, unfortunately, I guess Brock signed a secret deal with the WWE that could possibly, because they have so much money, it could possibly veer him away from fighting DC. That's what it's not for sure.
That's what they're saying. Here's where I still have hope that Lesnar's going to fight DC or John Jones, because the UFC and WWE are so friendly and they're cahoots with each other. With Brock Lesnar signing that huge deal over in the WWE, with DC being this double champ, and DC's going to come over to the WWE, right? We all know this. He goes, I have offers that are more beneficial financially and bigger than what I'm doing in the UFC right now. Yeah, he's referring to the WWE. So there's a connection there with the WWE already.
Oh yeah, he wanted to commentate there too.
So how much better would it be for the WWE and UFC if no matter what happens with Brock and DC, they fight in UFC, winner of that, they go over to WWE. Like there's this, they're setting it up.
Okay, yeah.
I still think it happens.
Yeah.
Even though Brock's dealing with this shenanigans right now, you look at Brock's body still in the testing, which is not a knock on him. Listen, man, I'm not knocking him for doing steroids. I would be juiced to the fucking gills. I'd be sweating Deca right now. Like I would.
Shout out to Below the Belt. Shout out to the fighter and the kid. I don't deem this to be a story at all. Why? Lesnar's still in the USADA testing pool. He just got back into that pool. And why can't he have both? Why can't he do whatever he has to do in the WWE for as long as he has to do it? Then boom, back to the UFC, takes his L against DC, comes back, does it all again, gets paid tons of millions of dollars. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if by mid next year when Forbes releases its highest paid athletes, I wouldn't be surprised if Brock Lesnar made it onto it. I wouldn't. Simply because of what's happening right now. This is a perfect time to capitalize off of those companies money-wise. And again, man, we have to analyze the facts. Brock Lesnar only seconded by Conor McGregor and maybe Ronda Rousey. He's easily the biggest star that the UFC's ever signed. I don't think they'd ever let that be an issue. Why? The UFC has tons of money to spend, man. You can see it by how the fighters complain about pay, right? So they have the money to pay Lesnar and DC. I simply don't think that money will be the deciding factor in Lesnar not fighting DC. I think it would take massive physical issues for him to fight with DC. Like he's suffering from an insane injury. For him not to fight DC, I think it would take that. And we've seen him bounce back from life-threatening diseases when he had it wasn't colitis, it was some sort of stomach issue. He came back and fought Alistair Overeem, my guy. Like this guy, he's really a fighter like that. So I don't think this is an issue. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I am out.